Hi, I'm Joel, Deputy Editor on Official PlayStation Magazine.
And I'm Leon Hurley, Associate Editor of officialplaystationmagazine.co.uk.
And we are watching some rather efficient headshots in Far Cry 3, of the multiplayer of which you played very recently.
Yes, yeah, I went to see it. I played a couple of maps and I really enjoyed it. It doesn't do anything sort of massively different initially to say Call of Duty or anything like that, but it's got some really pleasing guns. There's just a touch sort of slower pace to the running and the aiming that it feels more controllable and more sort of satisfying. And yes, it's just a really good sort of multiplayer online FPS. Works beautifully.
Cool. We just saw something called a battle cry there and a team support icon flashing up. You're saying there's sort of bribery methods to get you to actually work as a team rather than sort of go off alone? Yeah,
it's brilliant. They've sort of used this system called this team play system where it's all about helping people out, but you net the benefits for it. So they have this system called battle cries, where you basically sort of shout something encouraging. You click down on both the sticks and your character kind of just goes like, kill them all, or something. But anyone within earshot will then get a boost. They might get a bit more health, they might get a bit more speed, they might inflict a bit more damage, and you get points according to sort of how many people hear it. So effectively, it's a sort of a selfish motivation, because while you are helping other people, you get benefit from it. So I'd be running around looking for the largest group of people possible before triggering the shouts, because I would get the most out of it, but I would then help more of my team out.
Sure. Well, I suppose that's the only way to make people work together online.
Yeah.
If they get something out of it. Why does everyone keep going into sort of black and white vision?
Well, this is one of the things you get. You get team support points, and if you look on the right, there's a little bar that will be filling up. You can see there's an antenna, there's a swirly thing, and your team support points fill that up, and they are like your support weapons, your heavy support weapons. So you get things like a scout, who will point out enemies on the map. The thing we saw earlier with the black sort of characters and glowing eyes is there's a psych gas, like a crazy gas, that is dropped out of a plane, and it makes everyone look the same. It turns on friendly fire. So if you don't know sort of where your team are, then you can't tell who anyone is. So you're sort of stuck in this. It went one of two ways when we were playing it. One way was everyone stopped and just looked at each other because no one could work out who was who, and the other one was everyone just went mad and started killing each other. But yeah, so that's what you get basically by helping people. The top, this is one of the top ones, which is they drop burning oil out of a plane, and it works like an airstrike, but you only get it by helping people. It's a neat system, and there's a lot of what this does is what a lot of multiplayer shooters normally do. It just does it in just a slightly different way, or a nicer kind of packaging that just feels a bit different.
It does look very nice. On your notes here, you've got team talks all down. So why don't you tell me about the team talks?
Well, it uses the characters from the game at the beginning of a match. So you normally get that kind of, someone comes up and goes, this is domination, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to blah, blah, blah. One of the maps, for example, starts with Vas, who's the crazy guy who appears in the trailers, sort of crazy murderous merc. And we're going to have to bleep this out, but he essentially kind of goes, you better do this thing, you better get it right, or you'll die like the you are. And it's a really odd way it's a really odd way to start a match. This bloke basically just kind of going, I will you up if you don't do this, and then you're like, okay, press start, and off you go. Yeah,
well, it looks great, and oh, this guy's in trouble. And the game is due out, if I'm not mistaken, sometime in September. Is that right? Yeah.
I'll just mention this quickly. Actually, you basically at the end you get an animation where you see the MVP for the other team, and you get to vote what happens. So you can be nasty. That was a nasty one, or you can be nice. We didn't release a lot of people, to be honest.
I'm going to live